And welcome everyone to the NBA on 2K Sports. Brand new season. So glad to have you with us on this journey. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline. And let's see what the Brooklyn Nets have coming up. On Friday, they'll be matching up with Evan Mobley and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Sunday, they'll match up against the De'Aaron Fox and the San Antonio Spurs.
And you know, for that matchup with the Rockets, it's going to be game number 4 for them during the start of this NBA campaign. They'll want to get off to a hot start for the year.
Now let's check out the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Traoré, also Demon out there, Michael Porter out there with Nicholas Claxton, and it's Wolf in at the power forward position. And for Charlotte, Knipple and Miller on the wings. Then it's Miles Bridges, then it's Ball, and it's Diabate in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Well, Grant, when a season is fresh, what are coaches looking for from their players?
You know, B.A., they want to see execution on the game plan that's been set in practice. The X's and O's, can they bring it to life? I mean, that is what they're expecting.
From downtown. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball.
Brooklyn ball.
Here's Traoré, pass to Demon. Now here's Claxton. Here's Traoré. For 3, Demon. No good on the shot. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. They're getting their first look of the season at Brooklyn in this one.
These teams split the season series last year, neither making an impact in the conference overall.
Goes back up. Claxton with the block.
0 for 3, not the start they're looking for.
Here's Traoré, guarded by Miller. Out left to the wing. Clock at 6. To the inside. Here's Wolf. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those. Oh, wow. Okay, we're going to start the game with 4 straight misses. Look, that's about as rough as it gets. It'll get going soon.
Hornets foul. Diabate. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Traoré. Back to Claxton. Clock at 4. For 3, Demon fires in the triple.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Ball looks over the floor. They set the pick. Down low. Here's Diabate. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
And this is year 2 for Coach Charles Lee at the helm of the Hornets, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., a long-time assistant. He knocked on plenty of doors before finally securing the lead role. And that determination to break through, something he's looking to impart to his young roster.
And when defenders are lurking, that bounce pass can be the only way to get it through.
Miller outside. Back to Ball. The 3 is up. Porter pulls it in. And here's Knipple from the arc. And he buries his first look.
Yeah, consistency beyond the arc was a big selling point for Knipple. I mean, he's got really impressive accuracy.
Pass to Porter. Fires from deep. Knipple with the rebound. Hornets trail by 3. Bridges outside. Miller against Porter. And there's the screen. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Yeah, I like whenever Miller uses his size to his advantage, especially down near the rim.
Charlotte shooting their first free throw of the night.
First team foul. At the line for your Hornets, Miller. Shooting 1.
One shot.
it's tied up with that one.
Yeah, with the size and versatility Miller brings to the table, he's a tough cover for just about anyone.
Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. They set the screen. Here's Wolf. That three's off the mark. For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 8 so far. Pass to Ball. Back to Miller. Puts up a deep three. It's hauled in by Wolf. Brooklyn has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Here's Dimon. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
He took it right to the rack, and look, there's no one that can stop him.
Ball outside. Lets the three fly. Brooklyn pulls it in. Porter with it. Pass to Claxton. Here's Dimon. Here's Wolf. Outside Porter. For 3, Dimon. Miller pulls it in.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
The 3 from Ball. Drains the triple.
You have to stay in Ball's shirt out there or he will rise and fire.
Pass to Claxton. Outside Porter. Here's Dimon. Hounded by Ball. Here's Dimon. He's got 5. Shoots over Ball. Ooh, excellent D there from Ball.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
And stolen by Claxton. Here's Dimon. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Dimon's got 7 points in the game.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
The 3 from Ball. The rebound by Dimon.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Here's Wolf. And that one's good. Dimon for 3. He's got 10.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Miller, left side. And he lays it up and in.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
The Nets with the lead. Here's Traoré. He's scoreless. For 3, Dimon. Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got 4 rebounds now.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
And man, this really doesn't look good. Just the way it happened.
And you know it's serious if he's heading to the locker room. It takes a lot to get him out of any game.
Man, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And so the timeout by Jordi Fernandez here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
It's time for dance day. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves. You must have kept your dancing shoes on. Dancing machine. Let's see those moves.
chance points last year. Here were the teams that did the most damage on the offensive glass. Fourth, the Hornets.
And this is a hustle stat. This team pounded the offensive glass, and it shows in their numbers from last year.
Charlotte on D. Pass to Claxton. And here's Man. To the paint. And Claxton throws it down.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. Now here's Bridges. Inside, Diabate. And he goes in for the dunk.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 7 of 14 and looking in control. Pass to Wolf. Now Porter. Over Knipple. And again, it's Brooklyn.
Junior. Assist from Wolf.
Now Ball. Here's Knipple. And here's Bridges. And that one is stuffed right through.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. Here's Traoré, yet to see a basket. Pass to Wolf. Porter looks it over. To the inside. And Claxton gets it to go on the assist by Porter. And the Nets lead by 2.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Out to the wing. Here's Knipple. 6 to shoot. Up and over Porter. Knipple, no good.
Decent look from mid-range. You almost have to take that shot to keep the defense honest.
All right, time for an injury report.
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer for Brooklyn provided some info for us. It looks like a strained Achilles tendon, not something to take lightly given the potential to aggravate that injury. He's ruled out return, and we'll just have to see how long the recovery will take.
Okay, thanks for that.
Listen, the big thing is now we have more information on what's going on with him. Hopefully, there's no setbacks. Even though it didn't go down, he'll take that shot every time.
Diabate. It's hauled in by Wolf. Wolf's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Porter. Count it. Good. Porter's got his 3rd bucket of the night. And Charles Lee wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Attention everyone, look who's coming onto the court. It's your Hornets Swarm Squad. Get up and get noisy, fans. It's your Swarm Squad.
So it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. 4-point game. Pass to Bridges. Here's Bates. Over Porter. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Claxton passes to Porter. Now here's Mann. The three ball. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. And for Charlotte, they're shooting a 45% clip from the floor. Bridges passes to Ball. The shot is good, and this game is back to even. 1:03 left to play in the first. Here's Saraf. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Claxton finds Porter. On the take, and then Porter with the dunk.
Okay, Michael Porter. I mean, he just explodes inside and up to the rim before anyone can stop him.
Now here's Ball. There's the triple. Claxton with a rebound.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Here's Mann. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time. And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
Pass to Saraf. And here's Claxton. He's guarded by Bridges. Mann with it. Saraf for three. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's the Nets. They lead by a bucket. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Nets?
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And not only that, they're off to a pretty hot start shooting from outside. They seem locked in tonight.
Well, the Nets shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. And for the Nets, Powell is out there with Terrence Mann. Then it's Williams, then there's Sharp, and it's Clowney in at the 4 spot. Pass to Thompson. Here's Bates. He's guarded by Mann. To the middle. Out to Thompson. 3 on the clock. Jacks up a 3. Williams grabs the board. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Pass to Clowney. Back to Williams. Left side Sharp. Pulls it from the top of the key. That one rolls around and rims out.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Played it in with a nice touch off the window. He has 6.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Hey, expanding his range. The rebound by Bridges. The Hornets with the lead. Pass to Thompson. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. They set the pick. Shoots. And here are the Hornets with another bucket. Nets trail by 4. Williams passes to Mann. Down low. Oh, they pick off the pass. Fast break. Here come the Hornets.
And this kind of play is only going to grow their lead. Holding the other guys down on defense and converting on the turnover.
Boy, it's been a minute since they last scored.
It has been. And at what point do you alter your strategy? Try to get back on track.
And so the timeout by Jordi Fernandez here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Make some noise. It's your honeybee.
For Charlotte. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. Front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That's for certain. Shams, thank you for the report. And the pass to Sharp. To the paint. It's stolen. Out on his own on the break. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Miller. Williams is checked in for man.
Number 1, Zaire Williams.
Nets trail by 6. Here's Traoré. Still no points. Outside Porter. They set a pick. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Wolf to win the run. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And he knocks down the first one. Ball, he's checked in for Thompson. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Miller finds Bridges. Here's Bates. Launches a 3, and that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Now here's Williams. Still without a bucket. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Pass to Wolf. Here's Traoré. Unloads. Set it up with a fake, but it's offline.
I think the defender really affected that shot.
Ooh, nice shot by Miller.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here's Traoré. He got a piece of it, and they'll keep possession. Basket counts. Charlotte leading by 9. Bridges, a screen on Sharp. Connects from downtown. He's got 13.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks a lot, BA. The NBA understands its future is electronic. Commissioner Adam Silver said the vast majority of people consume us through media, not in person. Our social media audience is the highest of any league and continuing to grow exponentially. So there's no lack of interest in this game. Back over to you.
It's a beautiful thing. Okay, Allie, good stuff.
2.
Charlotte shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes a first. Knipples checked in for Charlotte. Nick Claxton, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Bridges hits them both.
Well, when you send them to the line, you know what the outcome is likely to be.
And so the timeout by Jordi Fernandez here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Now Claxton. Claxton a screen on ball. Back to Claxton. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Hornets.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And also, the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition. I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. And he gets it to go. Ball's got 5 points.
And they've really been more consistent from the field this quarter.
Nets trail by 16. Here's Traoré. No points so far. Pass to Claxton. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Second team foul. At the line for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton. 1 shot.
Free throw good. Claxton. Hornets leading by 13. Miller outside. Back to ball. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Just 5 on the clock. He can't get it to go. The Nets have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Pass to Wolf. And here's Porter. rebounded by Charlotte. At one point, they led by 16. Here's Knipple. Williams defending. There's Ball with a three, and the three-pointer goes. Ball's got 5 points now this quarter.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Nets trail by 16. And here is Williams. No made baskets yet. Wolf, good.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Knipple. Here's Miller. Williams grabs the board. Here's Traore. Pass to Porter. Fires for three. That one is off. Ball outside. Now Miller. And here's Knipple from the arc. It doesn't go for him. And it's Porter with the ball for Brooklyn. Trailing by 13. Into the lane. And then Porter with the dunk.
And he's finding the bottom of the net consistently. Porter Jr. is scoring with ease.
Pass to Knipple. Back to Ball. From deep. No good. He's missed 5 of his 8 attempts.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
Wolf, good. Wolf's got 8.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Ball outside. Shot clock at 5. Fires the three. The rebound by the Nets.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Pass to Toure. Now here's Porter. He's got 13. Good! Now 7 for 11 on the night.
Smart play there by Porter. Working his way inside to find a reliable, close-range look.
2 minutes remaining in the half. 2 minutes.
To stop the drought. That shot, no good. Some solid defense from Williams. Driving to the basket. And he throws it down with one hand.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. And Charles Lee wants a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. .144 left in the second period. Pass to Knipple. Miller outside. They still need this. Counted from distance. Miller's got 6 in the quarter.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller is so quick off the catch.
Outside Porter. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Bridges has got 4 rebounds now. Now here's Miller. Ball outside from the arc. And Charlotte, another three.
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the second period.
Outside, Williams. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Three-pointer. Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass the ball. Now Miller. Here's Diabate. He's guarded by Claxton. Now ball from downtown. Deep range. LaMelo. What focus.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Outside, Williams. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Torre for 3. Ooh, excellent D there from Ball.
And his struggles have been apparent. Unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
The 3. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the track.
So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. Charlotte on top, leading by 17. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Welcome to halftime, everybody. Before we go any further, a look ahead to the games yet to be played tonight. The Knicks playing in New York City as they go up against the Cavaliers. Tip-off will be 7 o'clock Eastern.
This is the kind of game everyone tunes in for. Should be a good one.
I'm right there with you, getting the popcorn ready. Got some gummy bears for you. Got some, what else you want, Kenny?
Chocolate raisins.
Anything else, Shaq?
Chocolate chip cookies.
Uh-huh.
How about some barbecue chicken?
And looking now at that first half where everything was going wrong for the Nets.
Number one goal in the offseason, get yourself some rim protectors. The guys you have cannot do it.
And credit their opponent for relentlessly exploiting that here. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. You look at LaMelo Ball in this game. He's been everywhere.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Charlotte leading by 17. Ball was joined in the backcourt by Knipple. Miller at the 3 with Bridges at the 4. And it's Diabate in at the 5 down low. So that's who Charles Lee starts in the second half. Ball finds Miller. Just 4 to shoot. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. We love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Now here's Porter outside. Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got rebound number 8 now. Here's Knipple, screen by Bridges. Pass to Miller, up and over Porter. Miller can't get it to go. Nets trail by 19. Here's the 3. And misses. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. And Ball gets it to go.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Pass to Porter. To the middle. Here's Claxton. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Claxton's got 9 points.
The improved passing of Porter Jr. That's the next part of his evolution.
It's Bridges on the wing. To the inside. Diabate. Claxton with the block. Miller against Porter. Oh, deflected. And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Pass to Wolf. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Toure.
And they have been cold coming out of the break, only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
Ball no good. Nets trail by 20. Inside. Here's Wolf. Howard down after the assist. Led him to the lane.
Nice feed inside. Saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
Ball outside. Miller outside. Bridges, a screen on Porter. Miller knocks down the long J. Miller's got 5 points now this quarter.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is. That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
Bridges outside from behind the arc. The rebound by Mann.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Pass to Claxton. Outside Mann. Here's Traore. The 3. Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Now Ball. Bridges passes to Ball. Floats one up. Brooklyn pulls it in. Wolf's got his 6th rebound on the night. Porter with it, and Bridges picks him up defensively. Back to Porter. Outside man. There's the 3. Hornets with the rebound. 22 was their biggest lead. Ball outside. Pass to Miller. Ball outside. And he banks in the layup. Ball's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, he just finds a way. Ball determined to get that bucket.
And Jordi Fernandez wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. LaMelo Ball with a strong contribution so far in this one.
They really need to reshape their defense. They have to get out to him quicker to slow his three-point attack.
Here we go. It's time for the dance game. Everybody on your feet. You need dance lessons. Oh, that's nice. Let's see what you got.
Here's Porter. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
And Ball gets it to go.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Pass to Wolf. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Outside Porter for three. Drops in the three. Porter's got 18.
A lights-out three-point shooter. All Porter Jr. needs is a little wiggle room, and he's pulling up.
Miller finds Bridges. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Traore can't hit.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Here's Ball. Rebounded by the Nets. Porter's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Claxton a screen on Ball. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity.
First team foul.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
Brooklyn making a switch here. Clowney's checked in. Free throw no good for Claxton. Charlotte leading by 21. Pass to Bridges. And here's Ball. Rebounded by Traore.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
Buries it down low. Traore's got his second basket on the night.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Down low. Here's Knipple. And he jams it home with authority.
Rising up. Knipple really showing his verticality.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, a lot of French players are coming into the league, and Rudy Gobert said it's amazing. The first ones, like Tony Parker and Boris Diaw, they paved the way. Now, French kids aren't scared to dream about the NBA. They have role models that they can look up to and try to follow. Back to you.
Merci. Allie, thanks for the report. Bridges outside. Let's go with a three. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside man. Here's Traore. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Diabate's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. It's good. He's got 17.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Pass to Claxton. On the wing man. No points yet. 5 to shoot. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Traore can't hit. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Now Ball. Three-pointer. Sinks the tray. Ball's got 10 points here in the second half.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Here's Wolf. He's got 12. Here's Traore. Shoots over Ball. Traore gets the bucket. Traore's got 6.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Charlotte leading by 22. Ball with it. He's got 27. This one for 3. And Charlotte another 3.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Well, the Nets shooting about 47% in the third. Outside man. Pass to Traore. Uses the glass on the layup. Traore's got 6 in the quarter.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Now here's Ball. Here's the pick. Takes a three. It's hauled in by Wolf. And the Nets shooting about 47%. A nice number. Here's Mann. Off target at the rim.
And this is the type of game you just throw away as a player. He has yet to score a point and looks completely flustered.
The three from Ball. Gets the three to fall. Ball's got 30 points.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Hornets foul. Number 00.
And Charlotte making a change here. Bates is checked in.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Pass to Agbaji. He shoots a three. Connects from downtown. Agbaji's got his first 3 points of the game.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Here's Bridges. 1:07 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Clock at 6. Pulls up on the wing. Brooklyn with the board.
Really thought he had this one, and the defense, they were giving it to him.
Pass to Agbaji. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Nice basic one-hander there.
Hey, I think he got some extra bounce off the ground on that one. Ball outside. To the right side. Here's Knipple. Sharp grabs a miss.
Oh, that's a shot he's got to hit. Brick.
Pass to Saroff. Hornets with the rebound. Bridges has got his 6th rebound on the night. Ball outside. Puts one up from 19. Second chance shot. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets. They're feeling great. A 21-point lead. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We'll be right back. We head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. On the court for the Nets as we get the fourth quarter going. Porter Jr. and Clowney in it forward. Williams is out there with Terrence Mann. And it's Sharp in at the center position, locking down the middle. And there's the screen. Williams from long range. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Bates has got his 5th rebound in this one. Thompson passes to Miller. Misses from short range. Nets trail by 21. Now Mann. Pass to Clowney. And here is Williams. From the stripe. He can't get that one to fall. The Hornets shooting at about 51% for the game so far in this one. A nice shot by Bates.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Back to Sharp. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Here's Clowney. Pass to Porter. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. And founded back in 2020, the National Basketball Social Justice Coalition still pushing for voting rights and eliminating bias in the justice system. A lot yet to be done, Greg.
Yes, indeed, B.A. And give them a follow. I mean, it's so much important work, and it takes all of us to really create the change we all hope to see.
Agbaji's checked in for Brooklyn. Ball no good.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
Agbaji, pass to Williams. Now Porter. Pass to Abaji. Now here's Williams. The three-pointer off the mark. Ball right side. Here's Miller. Sharp grabs the miss. Sharp's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Porter. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Now one on ball.
An exceptionally skilled player. You hope Michael Porter Jr. stays healthy. I mean, his potential is limitless.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. All right, Grant, as someone who played for and managed the U.S. men's national team, give us your all-time starting 5.
And, you know, I think I'll go with 2 of the program's all-time leading scorers, Kevin Durant and Carmelo Anthony. And finally, you have to have Kobe Bryant because of just how he reset the culture in 2008.
Porter hits them both. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. 4-3. Rebound Brooklyn.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Pass to Abaji. Back to Porter. Great D that time from Miller.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
To the paint. Thompson, no good. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. And here is Williams. Pass to Clowney. Now Porter. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Yeah, keeping his cool up to the last second. Porter Jr. dropping a cold shot against the clock.
The 3 from Ball. Pure from three-point range. Ball's got 33.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Miller against Williams. Outside Porter. Pass to Abaji. Outside Williams. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Williams has got his first 2 points of the night. And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan.
Listen, everyone. Look who's coming onto the court. It's your Hornets Swarm Squad. All right, everybody. Now coming into the floor. It's your Swarm Squad. Let me hear you make some noise.
And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. And here's Knipple from the arc. Nails it from 3.
Another great pro from my alma mater. Con Knipple making a name for himself. I mean, this guy has a fantastic game.
Here's Traore. Outside Porter. Pass to Traore. From 15 feet away. The rebound by Bridges. Bridges has got 7 rebounds in the game.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And here's Knipple from the arc. Williams grabs the board.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
To the inside. And stolen by Bridges. Thompson outside. Pass to Miller. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. Thompson right side. 5 on the clock. Second chance effort. Miller can't get it to go. The Nets have gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the 4th. Not great. Outside, Williams. Pass to Traore. Now here's Claxton. Here's Traore. Fires it. Brooklyn, no good that time either. Thompson outside. And stolen by Williams. Pass to Traore. Claxton with it. And here's Porter. No good, and they can't put it into the drought.
And give the defense credit. He was met at the rim.
Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Thompson's vertical is impressive. I love seeing this young guard rise up and throw it down.
Here's Traore. And here's Porter outside. Knocks down the triple. Porter's got 10 points in just the second half.
This is his second 3 this half. He's getting even more bold at that arc.
Pass to Miller. Launches it. Brooklyn pulls it in. Wolf's got rebound number 8 now. Here's Traore. Screen by Claxton to the middle. Something the league has worked towards, seeing small market teams competing at a high level, Grant.
Yeah, this league isn't just for the big cities. Smart drafting and team development can make any organization elite. And of course, that's the beauty of it all.
Shooting 2.
That free throw misses. And, of course, you won a ring with the Cavs in 2016, Richard. Talk about the challenge of winning a title.
In a lot of ways, it just comes down to will and grit. The playoffs are an extra 2 months of intense basketball. The team that wins it all normally has the most health and motivation.
Man, he's checked in for Williams. He hits the second from the line. Charlotte leading by 22. Pass to Thompson. White looking it over. Three-pointer, no good. Brooklyn has gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Knocks down the long J.
He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down. It's sad.
Thompson with a screen. Outside White. Count that bucket. White's gotten his first basket of the night.
I love the concentration there by White. He got bumped, and it did not faze him.
Pass to Wolf. Now man, defended by Thompson. Back to Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. The three is up. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Toure. On the wing man, here's Wolf. Porter, the pass to Claxton. Here's Toure. Beyond the arc. Doesn't go for him.
There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his touch.
Thompson scanning the floor. Pass to Bates. Takes the 3. Porter pulls it in. Nets trail by 19. Here's Toure. Here's Wolf. From outside, off the mark. Now White.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
A minute 58 left to play in the fourth. Soft touch off the glass. He's got 22.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
And here's Porter outside. Cash from downtown.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
A minute 31 left in the fourth quarter here. White outside. Jacks up a 3. Sinks it from distance.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Hornets.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
Now, when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And so it's White with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. It's an 18-point game. Lays it up and banks it in.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
To the paint. Here's Toure. He's guarded by White. Toure can't hit.
It's not easy to finish in traffic, but those are chances he has to convert.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Back to Thompson. 5 to shoot. And the layup is good off the glass.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
And so Charlotte takes this one by a big margin. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. They were just dominant out there.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And time to present our player of the game.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. So glad you could join us on this Saturday night. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce in just a moment. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Philadelphia. On Monday, they'll be taking on Franz Wagner and the Orlando Magic. And then on Tuesday, they'll go up against Trae Young and the Washington Wizards.
And for their matchup with the Nets, it's going to be their 6th contest on the year. Fans will be curious to see how this team continues to form as the season goes on.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. In the backcourt, it's Ball and Knuckle. At the forward spots, it's Miller and Bridges. And it's Diabate in at the 5 spot. And for Philadelphia, George is the 4 with Embiid at the 5. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. And it's Oubre in at the 3 slot. And this early in the season, Greg, we still have a lot to learn about these teams.
And they're still learning about themselves, right? The coaches are working on rotations and game plans. The players are trying to establish the chemistry that a winning team needs.
First team foul.
Pass to Knuckle. To the inside, 5 on the clock.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Maxey passes to Oubre. Embiid the screen. Over in the corner, Edgecombe. And that one, good.
Explosive in that painted area. Edgecombe can just rise above any type of resistance.
Pass to Diabate. Here's Bridges, defended by George. Now Oubre. Embiid.
Out of bounds. Hornets ball.
And here is Ball. Pass to Bridges for 3. Hands it from downtown.
Well, you can see the work being put in on that particular shot for Bridges, and his confidence as a result is continuing to grow.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Now Knuckle. Inside. Here's Diabate.
Now, shooters get nervous when Embiid is nearby. Exceptional at contesting any shot within his reach, and even some that look like they're out of his reach.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
Now, here's Ball. Really played well against Brooklyn in his last outing. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Embiid finds Maxey. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. To the paint. Excellent D there from George.
Give the defense credit there. Normally, that's 2 points.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Maxey deciding where to go with it. Clock at 4. No good there. Excellent D there from Ball. Over the last 2 decades, Kemba Walker has been one of the few bright spots, Clark, for Charlotte basketball.
Yeah, you look back at his time there, he led the Hornets to their last 2 playoff appearances, Kevin. He retired as their all-time leading scorer, and
Now they're thrilled to have Kemba Walker back as a player enhancement coach.
And here's Maxey outside. Another miss by Maxey. Hornets leading by 4. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's foul number 2 for him.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
And the 76ers making a change here. Drummond's checked in. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Down low, Diabate.
One of his specialties on display there. A nifty lead pass.
And it's Maxey with the ball for the 76ers. This their first chance this season playing Charlotte.
And two teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series.
Yeah, they'd settle for 500 against most teams. Both squads win challenge, perhaps a way to put it. But one of them has got to win tonight.
Hornets have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And here's a look at some numbers for Ball. He's coming off an excellent season. Averaged 25 points per game last season. 7 assists and 5 rebounds. And always nice to have a guy like him who can really defend at a high level coming off the bench.
You know, when you can sub in a lockdown defender, that's a major plus.
Now, here's Maxey. He had 27 points last game. Pass to Drummond. Back to Maxey. For the 3. Here's Edgecombe. Outside for George. Here's Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
There are few men in the league that attack the glass as well as Drummond does. He's almost unstoppable chasing down second points. He's a tenacious and ferocious offensive rebounder.
Now, here's Bridges. Drills the three-pointer. Bridges got 6.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Maxey. He has yet to score. It's good.
Nice rhythm to that play right there, and George was ready to fire.
Pass to Diabate. Now Knipple. Miller outside. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
You sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Here's Bridges after the Sixers pick up 2. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Drummond's got his 5th rebound in this one. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking it.
Outside, George. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Knipple. No good on the triple. 76ers trailing. Lob pass to Oubre. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop-to-loop all day long on the highlight reel.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Back to Maxey. 6 to shoot. Puts one up from 19. Hornets with the rebound.
He's off his game right now, trying to find a groove.
Ball, the pass to Bridges. And no good. Great D that time from Oubre. Philadelphia shooting 39% in the early minutes of this game. Pass to George. Now Edgecombe. The 3. The Hornets pull it in. Diabate's got 5 rebounds tonight. Now Bridges. Outside, Ball. It's good from long range. Ball's got 6 points.
The defense must honor Ball's three-point shot. He's more than ready to snipe away if you give him the opportunity to do so.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
All right, fans, let's make some noise for the Show-Stopping Sixers, TNT.
Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Arlo's checked in. Walker comes in for Oubre. Quentin Grimes is checked in for Edgecombe. And Trendon Watford subbed in for Maxey. Here's Grimes. Watford finds Grimes. 9 feet out, and the shot is long. Hornets leading by 4. To the middle. Launches it. And it's the Hornets another 3.
Defensively, you've got to apply more pressure to a shooter of his caliber.
Watford with it. Outside, Walker. 5 to shoot. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And one of the top 10 teams in our league in terms of points off turnovers. They recognize that the best time to attack is when the opponent is scattered all over the floor.
You talked about their steals, and defense really was a focus for them. They went out there with the goal of making things as uncomfortable as possible for their opponents. Edwards, he's checked in for Jabari Walker. Pass to Bates. From deep three-point land. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Drummond's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Now Grimes. Still without a basket. Drummond the screen. Back to Grimes. Trying to get something going. Hornets with the rebound. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger. They really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
Now here's Edwards. Drummond passes to Grimes. Pass to Watford. The 76ers need to get off a shot. The 76ers again can't hit it. Ball up top. Edwards defending. Ball against Edwards. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Pretty smart play that time by Ball, calling for a pick and roll to throw the defense off the scent a little bit.
Clark, when you use the word unicorn, a one-of-a-kind player, LaMelo Ball fits the bill for sure.
Yeah, we've had so few point guards north of 6'7", and he's right in that range. And he also shoots it well on high volume from the three-point line. I don't know if there's a guy quite like him in the league at that size with that vision and three-point shooting marksmanship.
Let me hear you.
He's checked in for Philadelphia. Thompson, he's checked in for the Hornets. Now at the break on the floor, you can see the teams that led the NBA in steals last year. Fifth on the list, the 76ers.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoyed playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
1:03 left to play in the first. 76ers moving the ball around. From deep, Maxey knocks down the three ball.
Zero hesitation, Maxey. Great confidence in his mechanics and his work.
On the wing, Bridges. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Charlotte shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And he knocks down the first one.
You know, one of the things that endeared Miles Bridges to his college coach was he was a superstar in talent, but played with a blue-collar mindset.
And he makes both free throws.
He's about as calm as you can be at the strike.
The 76ers trail by 8. Grimes finds Maxey. Sweet move, and he sinks the layup. Maxey's got 5 now.
Finishing despite the contact on him. Serious toughness from Maxey there.
Now, here's Thompson. Clock at 6. In the corner, it's Bridges. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 13 points in the game.
And from three-point range, guys, he has hit the ground running in the first quarter.
It's been all about Miles Bridges for the Hornets. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. We'll return shortly. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Hornets.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And another thing, Coach will be thrilled with the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
We've got Quentin Grimes. Tyrese Maxey out there with Trendon Watford. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Barlow in at the force. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey, Tyrese Maxey, a late first-round pick back in 2020, but he's become an all-star. He said, quote, "I've always had that chip with me from day one. I had to earn everything I got from a basketball perspective and make a name for myself. I try hard to foresee and envision this." Back to you guys.
The drive for greatness, something to watch. All right, Allen, we appreciate the report.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
A three-pointer, no good. Hornets leading by 13. Thompson outside. Pass to Bates. Out to Bridges. Can't hit the step-back jump shot. The 76ers have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Outside, Maxey. Pass to Barlow. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, a debate is brewing. While the NBA has pushed back against load management, saying it's an 82-game league, prominent voices on the team side countering that. With much more movement on every possession, modern play style places novel demands on players' bodies.
A serious challenge. Okay, Shams, we thank you for that report. And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy.
Second chance points, and they were in the top half of the league in terms of free throw shooting. It could have been better, but I just felt last year they had a few guys who were off.
And what really jumps out is their ranking in second chance points. They did some major work on the glass. Greg, those points really added up over the course of last season. Thompson outside. Pass to Bridges. Shot clock at 6. And Bridges jams it in.
Wait, and that is why Bridges is considered a premier dunker.
Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play, brought to you by AT&T. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter.
His lack of offense is certainly not helping. Tough to overcome that.
Bridges sets the screen for Thompson. Here's Bates, defended by Drummond. Thompson, the shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Timing and athleticism. That's how Thompson won himself the second opportunity.
Miller against Maxey. And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That's his first foul. And just the way pilots use VR to train, now NBA officials can do the same.
Yeah, it's all about reps, right? Getting them with a headset in a lower stress setting helps prepare them to make the right call when the lights are brightest.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Here's Grimes. Still yet to score.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Now here's Ball. 17-point lead, their biggest. Shakes them. Again, the Hornets score.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. This now will give them a chance to discuss some potential changes.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Stat sheet here on Miles Bridges. Great showing for him last season. He put up about 20 points a game, 7 rebounds and 4 assists. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
Here's Watford. 17 points for him last game against the Celtics in Boston, and stolen by Miller. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
That one is good from Joel Embiid.
And with that basket right there, it brings an end to that 12-0 run by the Hornets.
Miller, the pass to Bates. Outside, Ball. Banked in off the glass. Ball's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Up top, Embiid. He's coming off a 34-point game against Boston. Just 5 to shoot. That one's a miss. His 3rd shot of the game. He's made one of them.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Clark, the future of the league is bright with the likes of Brandon Miller roaming the floor.
Yeah, I like him a lot. In 2024, he was 3rd in the Rookie of the Year voting. Chet and Wemby were the 2 guys ahead of him, and we know how good both of those guys are. I think he's in a great position to continue to grow and potentially be an all-star. Hey, Embiid is used to this. It's second nature to him. That's why he's so good at being able to score through contact.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
All right, fans, it's halftime. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching. Oh, yeah. You're on the big screen. No.
deciding to change it up. Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league. The Hornets fourth.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
And it's the Hornets ball. They're on a 17-4 run. Pass the ball to the inside. Out to Bridges. Sinks the three-pointer. Bridges has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And here's Maxey. 5 points in the game. In the corner, George with it. That shot off.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead. You know he wants that one back, right in his wheelhouse.
Takes a step back. Here's Maxey. Quentin Grimes is checked in for Maxey. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Bates is checked in. Here's Edgecombe. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Celtics in Boston.
Now look how Edgecombe can get it going from deep.
Pass to Bates. Ball from long range. And Embiid pulls it down.
After knocking down 2 threes in the first quarter, he's been a non-factor from deep.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Clearly an MVP caliber talent now. Embiid continues to impress with his versatility on both ends. A man that big shouldn't be able to do the stuff that he does with the ball.
First free throw is good.
You know, what I respect about Embiid, in addition to his tremendous skill and size, is his willingness to keep working on himself. He's already an elite talent, but if he sees any room for improvement, he'll go to work to make it happen.
Thompson, he's checked in for Charlotte. Both good from the line that time. Here's Ball. 10 points for him. Pass to Kneppel. Back to Ball. Trains it from beyond the arc. Ball's got 13 points.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Now here's Embiid. 6 points for him. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. 6 on the shot clock. Fade away. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Well, with his solid midi game, you expect him to knock that one down.
And Ball gets it to go on the assist by Miller. Ball's got 9 points in the quarter.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Outside, George drops in the tray.
Smooth and consistent. That's how I describe George's three-point shooting.
Hornets leading by 22. Miller outside. Ball feeling it out a bit. Kneppel with it. No scoring in this one. Ball no good. Now George to the left wing. Here's Edgecombe. Pass to Embiid. From 18 feet away. The rebound by LaMelo Ball. Ball's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Miller, no luck.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Grimes with it, fires from deep. Doesn't go for him.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
Miller with a wide open look. Drains the three-pointer. Miller's got 6.
After having none in the first, he gets 2 3-point shots to go here.
Oubre outside. To the paint. Outside, George. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. George has got 6 here in this quarter.
That last 3 must have bothered George a little bit. He goes to the arc with a purpose and fires off his answer.
Now, here's Ball. 15 points in the game. Pass to Edgecombe. Back to George. Here's Edgecombe. Oubre dishes to George. Oh, good with the triple. Thompson outside. Miller surveying the floor. That one good for 2. Miller's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Out left to the wing. Now here's Embiid. 6 points for him. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, I tell you, it's pretty obvious. Embiid takes pride in and enjoys tricking his defenders and getting them to jump on the pump fake.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Watford's checked in. Charlotte also making some changes. Diabate's checked in. And it's Bridges in for Asar Thompson. And Embiid drops them both.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
And here is Ball. He's got 15. Charlotte needs to get a shot up. For 3, Bridges. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. And with as many 3-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
I'm here with Nick Nurse, and Coach, I saw you imploring your team to pick it up. Where do you need to be better in the second half?
Well, we're not very good offensively right now. I think we're taking some okay shots, but we got to be a little bit more patient and keep moving it around a little bit. Need multiple paint touches rather than just one. So we just got to do a little bit better job of getting off it and relocating a little bit.
Patience is a virtue. Thank you, Coach.
Terrific, Allie. Thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the Charlotte Hornets.
This is the kind of selfless effort you love to see. They bought into the game plan. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, guys.
That coaching staff has to be thrilled with what they've seen so far. And time now to swing it around as we take a look at the upcoming schedule.
Taking a look at Charlotte, great start to the year. They came in prepared both mentally and with the game plan.
Yeah, winning the first 2 games of the season would give them a huge confidence boost. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What can you say, guys? Miles Bridges, an impressive effort here today.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their mates.
And, you know, that's what delights him most. That's what he takes most pride in. He loves being the chief facilitator.
Here's George. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand. Checking out the group for Charles Lee to start the second half. Knipple and Miller are your wingmen. Then it's Ball. Then there's Miles Bridges. And it's Diabate in at the center, locking down the middle. Pass to Knipple. Ball sets a screen for Knipple. To come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Maxey on the wing, covered by Miller. Embiid with the screen on Bridges. George with the bucket.
There is no slowing down Paul George. A volcanic eruption from PG tonight.
Ball, the pass to Bridges. It's hauled in by George. George has got his fifth rebound in this one. Pass to Maxey. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Miles Bridges.
Maxey has definitely gotten better at drawing fouls from defenders.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Maxey taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
The quick-footed, creative Maxey, so much fun to watch. He plays with such boundless energy, and he's still got room to grow.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
Not only is Maxey solid and efficient from the line, but he gets there quite a bit too.
Ball kicks to Bridges. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Miller. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Miller's got 10.
And this is what you like about Miller. He has great range from 3, but he can also make tough shots in traffic.
Ball with the bucket.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced, and a big part of why this front office brought him in.
Now, here's Ball. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Out to Bridges. In the corner, Knipple with it. Outside, Ball. The three-pointer off the mark. The 76ers trail by 20. Kicks it out to Maxey. Oubre outside. Drills it from outside. Oubre's got his second basket of the night.
Very capable in catch-and-shoot situations. Kelly Oubre Jr. is somebody you want to set up.
Back to Ball. And that one is off. Some solid defense for Maxey. Embiid with the screen on Ball. Embiid throws it down.
And the slashing Embiid is impossible to match up with. Terrific at cutting off the ball after the screen.
Pass to Bridges. George with the defensive effort.
He took it up strong, but the defense was ready for it.
Here's Maxey. Miller grabs the miss. Charlotte leading by 15. Bridges with it. George picks him up. Bridges against George. Back to Ball. And the layup falls. Ball's got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, I really like that aggressiveness from Ball, taking it right into the defense.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
Everyone, your center EMT.
Looking now at some numbers for Tyrese Maxey. Last season, he played outstanding. He averaged about 26 points a game last year, 6 assists and 3 rebounds. And you can't help but be impressed by his numbers.
You know, guys, I think he's the engine of this offense. He makes them go. Without his scoring, I think they'd be a totally different team.
Now, here is George. 13 points in the game. Embiid sets the pick for George. Inside, 4 on the clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Clark, the Hornets with a bunch of promising young players, hoping they can jumpstart this rebuild.
And if guys like LaMelo and Brandon Miller can stay healthy, Kevin, that's going to be key. It would not surprise me at all to see them make a big jump forward.
The free throw drops for Embiid. And Embiid drops them both.
When your big man can knock down free throws, that's a bonus for sure.
And it's Miller with the jam.
Oh, easy money for Miller. He just generates offense.
The 76ers trail by 17. Outside, George. Maxey sets a screen for George. No good from outside. For Charlotte, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4-10 on their shots for the second half so far.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
One shot.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us, an update. Allie?
Thank you, Kevin. A lot of conversation in the NBA about expansion. Commissioner Adam Silver said there are clearly markets out there that are very interested and will run through a process. I'm looking forward to it. There's an enormous amount of interest out there. It's on the league to look at it holistically. Back to you.
All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Pass to Miller. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now, here is George. He's got 16. Embiid, the pass to George. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
You cannot shoot the ball much better than he is right now.
Oubre with the steal. Maxey with it. Now guarded by Ball. Good on the bucket. Edgecombe's got 9.
Creating a high percentage look with a good decision on that pass.
Pass to Diabate. Down low. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Trailing by 17. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. George has got 11 points here in just the second half. Ball kicks to Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Boy, look how easily Bridges shoots through the contact there. I mean, his mechanics are strong, as is his body.
It's George on the wing. Oubre outside. High post, Embiid. Pass to George. And here's Oubre. Here's Edgecombe. And it's good. The time running down in the shot clock. Edgecombe's got 4 this quarter.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Ball, no good. The 76ers trail by 14. To the left side wing. Embiid trying to break loose. And there's Edgecombe on the assist by George.
Nice play by Edgecombe. He has the strength and body control to finish.
Pass to Kneppel. Now, here's Bridges. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Now, Kneppel. Still yet to score. A shot by Diabate. No good. To the middle. Here's George. And George with the stuff.
Look, in deference to his age, he's not going to throw it down like he used to. But PG can still rock that rim.
Now, here's Ball. 20 points for him. And a timeout called by Charles Lee. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
Let me hear you big noise.
Some changes here for the 76ers. Arlo's checked in, and it's Quentin Grimes in for Edgecombe. Here's Bridges. 23 points in the game. Count it, good. Diabate's got 4 points in the quarter.
That is good offense, unselfish play.
Outside, George. Pass to Embiid. It's Grimes on the wing. Bridges with the steal. Goes up, and Bridges jams it in.
Bridges that time being rewarded for his hustle and his awareness right there. Opportunistic score that time.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. The 76ers trail by 14. Here's Barlow. He is looking for Embiid and finds him. Pass to Watford. This one for three. The Hornets pull it in. Diabate's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Bridges. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. And now it's 27 points for Miles Bridges. Watford with it. Nothing on the board. Outside, George. Assertive move by Embiid.
They just aren't attacking from the perimeter like they did in that first half, and I think that's part of the problem right now.
Now Watford. Pass to George. Embiid with a screen on Ball. Shot is good, and the Charlotte lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from George.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Now, here's Bridges. 27 points for him. They set the pick. Tipped away. Here's Grimes. Pass to Watford. Here's Barlow. Here's Grimes. Here's Embiid. And it's Embiid hitting the boards hard.
Embiid knows how to bully his way into position for the putback.
From deep three-point land. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Watford. Hasn't made one yet. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now, here's George. And here's Embiid. 16 points for him. Shot clock at 3. For 3. Shot by Grimes. No good. Here he goes. Thompson for the triple. Unable to get that one. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Hornets lead by 10. And we'll be back right after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented, as always, by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. We've got Tyrese Maxey. Also, Trendon Watford is out there. Quentin Grimes out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Barlow in at the power forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Now, here's Maxey. Following the miss by LaMelo Ball. To the inside. Uses both hands to slam it down.
You can see how Maxey has developed as a facilitator. This coaching staff has a lot of trust in him.
Ball, the pass to Bates. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, getting everything he possibly could out of that play.
One shot.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. 11-point game. Grimes with it. Here's the three. The putback, and Drummond is right there.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Really left alone that time. And the Hornets lead by 12.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Pass to Grimes. To the paint. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a face.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg. Yeah, showing off the bunnies.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
Now, here is Miller. Ball from long range. And it's the Hornets another three.
And he's on his way to putting up a big three-point total.
Pass to Drummond. Back to Maxey. Here's Watford beyond the arc. Thompson with the rebound. Ball from long range. Rebound by the 76ers. Outside, Maxey. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. From outside, off the mark.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Pass to Bates. Shot clock at 6. And it's sent back by Drummond.
You got to be careful shooting around Drummond. I mean, he has a really good knack for when to go for the blocks.
To the inside. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. The Hornets also with a sub. Diabate's checked in. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's the screen. There's the lob to the hoop. Embiid with the steal. Intercepted. Pass to Bates. Here's Diabate. There's Miller with the three. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The 76ers trail by 16. Now Watford. And here's Embiid. Clock at 6. Back to Watford. Here's Grimes. Another miss by Philadelphia.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Outside, Maxey. Here's Watford. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Well, he won't miss many of those. Not when he gets a good look like that.
Miller, the pass to Bates. To the middle. Here's Diabate.
Nice setup. Excellent team basketball.
The 76ers squad is struggling. Pass to Barlow. And they double up Embiid. It's Grimes on the wing. And that one's on target from the wing. Grimes has got his first bucket in this one. Here's Bates. They set the screen. Offensive rebound. Diabate. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now here's Embiid. The 17-footer. And he gets the jumper to drop.
He's come out here in the second half and done a nice job moving, getting good looks, and finding his range.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page.
T-shirt time, everybody. Who wants one? All right, everybody. A lot of seconds. Get the free T-shirt. Who wants the shirt? We got shirts, free shirts. Who wants them? Get up and make some noise. Who wants a t-shirt?
Miles Bridges, he's checked in for the Hornets. Knipple comes in for Miller. Here's Diabate. Pass the ball. Good, nice job down low. Ball's got 10 points in just the second half.
Ball showing a lot of effervescence on the offensive end, and it's probably infectious for the rest of his squad.
Maxey passes to Embiid. No one near Edgecombe as he lets it fly. That's good, and it's Embiid with the assist. Embiid's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Bridges outside. Ball from long range. Pass to Bates from past the arc. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And that one, good.
That's the way to do it. Oubre using his length inside to his advantage.
Hornets leading by 13. Here's Ball. Bates passes the ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard. That's now his 2nd three-pointer of the half and his 3rd of the night.
Back to Ball. Bridges left side. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Bridges has got 30 points. Now, here's George. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Boy, a nice show of strength that time from Paul George, absorbing the hit and still carving out space to get the shot to go down.
And the Hornets making a change here. Miller's checked in.
Paul George. One shot.
And for over a decade in the NBA, Greg, Paul George was as scary a wing as you'd find.
Man, a two-way terror with elite size and athleticism. The Sixers paid him hoping for more of the same, but can he hold off Father Time?
Well, his scoring has helped them build and sustain this lead. Now he's trying to close it out.
George sets a screen for Oubre. Inside. And Embiid throws it down.
With his diverse offensive game, 7 feet tall, maybe a little north of that, and 280 pounds, Embiid might be the toughest assignment in the league.
Here's Knippel. Puts up the three. Down it goes for three.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
Now, here's Maxey. No good.
And hustle like that is why he leads this team in rebounds tonight.
And I tell you what, guys, nobody's been more physical in this game than he has. He has been a glass eater.
Miller. Oh, what a play inside.
How about the agility Miller possesses? Outstanding work in that pick and roll.
Outside George. Now Embiid. Outside Oubre. And get the three. Maxey against Ball. Here's Bridges. 6 feet out. Cleared away by George.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Now Embiid. Off the glass.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Charlotte.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
Yeah, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Miles Bridges.
Offensively, he was dialed in all night long. Scoring at will, it seemed, made the game look easy.
Present our player of the game, Miles Bridges.
Hey, guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
Teams need contributions from everybody to win on the road, not just the stars. And he's done more than his share tonight, an outstanding performance. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Oh, and he feathers one right through. What touch!
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
Thompson surveying the floor. And he misses the J. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. A 15-point game. And here's Thompson. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for Allie LaForce, to my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Miles Bridges.